Welcome back to SCTV.
I'm Kennedy Moore.
And I'm Maddie Hays.
I hope you guys enjoy our new background in honor of Valentine's Day. We're trying to be festive.
I think it's a win with the hearts.
Speaking of wins, at the last speech and debate tournament, we had tons of success.
Let's take a look.
2 weeks ago, Simpson College attended the second largest debate tournament of the spring semester, the Gorlock Gala. After a 6-hour drive down to St. Louis and a little bit of time for recreation, Simpson was ready to compete. The majority of the time at the actual tournament looked something like this. Simpson's main event is IPDA Debate, a limited preparation style of debate where you only have 30 minutes to prepare a case. These tournaments take place on college campuses, so sometimes it's a mad dash for those of us who compete in multiple events to make sure we can get to our rooms on time. This was a 3-day tournament, and by the end of it, everyone was tired. Thankfully, we had Domino's pizzas and some comfy chairs to relax in while we waited for the most exciting part of any tournament: awards. Gorlock Gala keeps a book with all the past winners of the various events, and this time around, first-year Kennedy Moore got her name in the book.
It was my first event that I've ever won, and it's only my second tournament.
So did Andrew Samantri, a senior who won podcasting and program oral interpretation.
This is my first time being in the book after being in the Gorlock for like 3 years, so it's a great feeling.
In the end, Simpson managed to come away with the top prize, combined sweepstakes, all of the speech wins plus all of the debate wins. This is actually only the second time we've managed to earn that award at this tournament in program history. In the end, Simpson students won 7 events, with more than 24 other awards, and took home multiple sweepstakes prizes. With the Pi Kappa Delta National Tournament just 2 months away, it's a strong start to the semester. For SCTV News, I'm Ryan Magalhaes.
Congrats, speech and debate. Looks like y'all did awesome.
Yes, it was a great tournament.
Especially you, Kennedy. You got into that book.
Yes, it was great to get into the book. But another book that's been a talk around campus is Matt Garrett just released a book.
And we got the insight on his release.
Hello, my name is Harrison Magnuson. Today, Dr. Garrett is live dropping his book at 3:30 in Carver. We're going to attend it. Can't wait.
Living in the Middle, Developing Reflective Thinkers in Sport. You know, this is my 5th book, but this one really was different. It hit different, and it just is different. Right? And so for me, it really was a time where I had an opportunity to just reflect, a little bit. Reflecting on my past, reflecting on the future. When does a college coach ask difficult questions about the nature of a relationship, and when do they mind their own business? Available to me. My family did not think it was my place to get involved and would have preferred I stayed seated. But they were wrong. No different than the many times I have been wrong. There's a common adage of what would Jesus do that challenges each of us to reflect on our actions and ensure they demonstrate love for one another. I don't profess to know exactly what Jesus would have done, but as a protector of children, it is presumable he would have intervened in some capacity, as opposed to allowing a child to be verbally, physically abused with such ire. What should I have done? He struck out frequently at the beginning, especially against faster pitching, but he battled on every pitch. He was not content to give up and throw the at-bat away like some other lesser talented kids do to cover their embarrassment. Daniel regularly put the ball in play by season's end. He got frustrated if he struck out because he now expected to hit the ball. He had become a coach's favorite with his determination.
Moving on, I hear there's this big game this weekend.
Yeah, I think the Super Bowl's happening, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Chiefs and
the Eagles, I think.
Sounds about right. If the Chiefs win, they will have done something that no other team has done, winning 3 Super Bowls in a row. Let's see what students on campus think the winner's going to be.
My name's Chance Gibbons, and I think the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's never been played on February 7th before, and February 7th is Vince Papale's birthday. Vince Papale is the character in the movie Invincible, about an underdog story. With everyone thinking the Chiefs are going to win, I'm rooting for the Eagles.
Hi, my name's Sam Jones, and I think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl because you can't bet against Patrick Mahomes in big-time games.
All right, Super Bowl 59, Eagles-Chiefs, not thrilled, but, I think Saquon's got to have a big game for the Eagles to win. Kelsey's got to be a big factor for Mahomes to get through it. I'm going to go Eagles win 35-27.
My name is Brenden Godbout, and this upcoming weekend, I think Saquon Barkley is going to have 350 yards, and the Eagles are going to take home the trophy.
All right, I think the Eagles are the better team, so I'm going to go 21-17 Eagles.
My name's Caden Castle. I got the Eagles by 3.
My name is Andrew Princehouse, and I think Saquon's going to run all over the Chiefs, and then the Eagles are going to beat the Chiefs by 7.
My name's Tucker. I think the Eagles are going to win. I think Saquon's going to run for over 200 yards and just absolutely destroy the Chiefs.
Interesting predictions. I think I like the underdog idea.
In sports, anything can happen.
For our non-sports fans who are keeping up with The Batch, we have a story for you.
Season 29 of The Bachelor started last week, and this week was the first week that girls could go on a date with Grant. There are now 14 girls remaining, so we took it upon ourselves to create a Dance Mom style pyramid of our top and bottom 3 girls remaining. At the bottom of the pyramid, we have Allie Jo. She was just forcing the drama, always shouting, tried to be tough and play leader of the group by yelling at Zoe. However, it was just a bit too dramatic as nobody else really took it as far as Allie did. But she did body slam Zoe in 5v5, which I found quite funny.
Next on the pyramid is Carolina. She gave Grant a lap dance during the group date, which was super uncomfortable and just not needed. She also whined about the other girls that were ruining her night because they were upset that they didn't get the group date rose. Nobody was actually mad at her. They were just upset they didn't win the rose, as one would be. It wasn't that deep.
Finishing up the bottom row, we have Zoe. She's iconic. She brings the drama. She stole Grant mid-dunking contest, which ended the game, and their talk was super awkward. At the after party, she stole Grant again from Juliana, then got Grant stolen from her by Allie Jo, and then stole Grant back from Allie Jo. She is making this show interesting, but it is a bit much for only the second episode.
Moving on to the middle row, we have Miss Lydia. She is up here because she stood up for herself to Grant, something that is not typically seen on this show. Grant kind of made a comment to her about how he thinks she's someone who doesn't get told no a lot, and that was very triggering for her, I guess you could say, and she felt like she needed to express to Grant that in past relationships she has been told no, and she's sick of that, so she stood up for herself.
Next on the middle row is Chloe. Chloe just gives off good vibes. She got MVP in 5v5 basketball, so she's not afraid to get a little sweaty. However, she did tell the kids to throw a flag during the dunking contest, which isn't a thing.
And at the top of the pyramid, deservedly so, Miss Natalie. Great with kids, which is exactly what Grant wants in his future wife. No drama at all with that girl. And she played fair and got the group date rose.
So here's our pyramid of The Bachelor Week 2. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments down below what you would change. From SCTV, I'm Morgan Rosenbeck.
And I'm Clare Hackman.
'Tis the season for love.
You know who we love? Allie Vossman.
She has our Would You Rather question. Come on up, pal. Welcome to SCTV, Allie. What you got for the Would You Rather question?
My question, would you rather have 100 duck-sized elephants or 1 elephant-sized duck?
What do you think, Maddie?
Ooh, good question. I would probably do 1 duck-sized elephant. And shout out to the 3 ugly ducklings. They know why.
I think I would have to go the opposite and do 100 duck-sized elephants. Just because I like elephants better. So I don't want a giant duck. So
last year, we had little elephants floating around campus, and I don't know if that'll happen again this semester, but
gotta collect my 100 elephants.
Keep your eyes peeled. What would you choose, Allie?
I like the big duck.
Why?
No reason.
You gotta have a reason, man.
I don't know. Imagine a big duck.
It would be cute.
Yeah, I think I accidentally step on the elephants.
Oh. Thank you to my Colorado friend for joining us in Iowa for the Would You Rather. Now, on to sports.
Hey SCTV, today we have for you the women's gymnastics highlight tape versus Wisconsin Oshkosh. Hope you enjoy. It was very fascinating and just a stellar performance by the Storm. For SCTV, I'm Eldred.
Now on to our sports recap for the week. Track and field competed at the Central Multi in the Wartburg Select Meet. Women's wrestling traveled to Grandview and competed in the Grandview Open. Men's volleyball lost 0-3 to Ottawa University. Women's gymnastics hosted UW Oshkosh and lost 188-191. Men's and women's basketball traveled to Wartburg on Saturday and lost 46-65 and 63-85. They then hosted Co on Wednesday, and the women lost 68-82, and the men won 83-78. I'm Brenden Godbout for SCTV. Thank you for joining us for sports.
Well, folks, that's all we have for SCTV this week.
Peace
and love. See you next week.